My cousin showed up to my wedding in a white ball gown, bigger and more elaborate than my dress. During my speech, she grabbed the microphone. "Sorry everyone, I just have to share. I'm pregnant with twins." The room erupted. Cameras turned to her. My aunt started crying tears of joy. My $80,000 wedding became her announcement party. My husband was shaking with anger, but I whispered, "Wait." After she finished her speech, I took the mic back, smiled at the crowd, and said, "How wonderful. Since we're sharing big news." My cousin's face went from smug to horrified. "Marissa has been my nightmare since we were 5. When I won the spelling bee in 4th grade, she cried until they made me share the trophy. When I made varsity soccer as a freshman, she spread rumors I was sleeping with the coach. I was 14. He quit. He had a wife and 2 kids. For 23 years, I was told to be the bigger person. The morning of my wedding, I saw her through the window. Pure white dress, cathedral veil, more crystals than a chandelier. She looked more like a bride than I did. My mom tried to make her leave. Aunt Carly refused. The dress cost $5,000. She has nothing else to wear. I thought she'd get bored when nobody paid attention. I was wrong. During my speech, Marissa walked up and took the microphone. "I'm pregnant with twins," she announced, glowing. Photographers turned, guests pulled out phones. Then I remembered something. 3 months ago, Marissa had pulled me aside at a family dinner. She'd been trying for a baby for 2 years. 3 rounds of IVF, all failed. The doctor said natural conception was virtually impossible. She'd cried in my arms for 20 minutes. If she was pregnant with twins, she would have told me then, which meant she was lying. "James and I are also expecting," I announced. "We found out 2 weeks ago. We didn't want to announce it today, but since you've been so open. Marissa, when's your first ultrasound? Have you gotten confirmation about the twins?" She opened her mouth, closed it. We're using a private practice." "Which practice?" My mother's voice cut in. "Carly was telling me last month how worried you were about the fertility issues. 3 failed IVF rounds, wasn't it?" Aunt Carly's joyful expression cracked. "What? Marissa, you told me you weren't doing IVF anymore. When did you find out about the pregnancy?" I asked. "We had coffee 2 weeks ago and you ordered a latte with extra espresso. Odd, since you usually worry about caffeine. How do you know it's twins if you haven't had an ultrasound?" James added. Silence. The room went absolutely silent. I have a feeling. Mother's intuition. "Before you're even past the first trimester," my mother's voice was ice. "Before you've seen a doctor?" Derek, her husband, stood up from the back. "Marissa, what's going on? I thought we agreed we weren't going to talk about the fertility stuff publicly." "We're announcing our pregnancy," Marissa snapped. "Twins?" Derek's face went pale. "Marissa, you told me yesterday you got your period. You were crying about it." He looked around at all the faces. "Oh God, you lied to me too." Aunt Carly made a sound like a wounded animal. "Derek, what are you saying?" "I'm saying she's not pregnant," he said, voice cracking. "She can't be." Marissa stood frozen in her white ball gown, no longer radiant, just exposed. "You wanted what?" I asked. The microphone made my voice echo. "To ruin my wedding? Mission accomplished." "You always get everything," she sobbed. "Just once I wanted people to look at me." "So you lied about having babies?" Aunt Carly's voice was unrecognizable. Derek walked out. Marissa ran after him, her ridiculous white dress trailing behind her. The ballroom stayed silent for 5 seconds. Then my maid of honor started clapping. Slowly at first, then faster. Within seconds, the entire room was applauding. They were applauding me. Derek filed for divorce 4 days later. Someone filmed the whole thing. It went viral in wedding shaming groups. 3 weeks later, she sent me a 6-page letter. Part apology, part justification. She ended it with, "Maybe now we're even. We were never even. I never sabotaged her. I succeeded because I worked hard. Her misery was her own creation. I'm actually pregnant now. Just 1 baby, not twins. We told family privately. No grand announcements. She didn't want to share my happiness. She wanted to erase it and write her name over the ashes. That's the thing about bullies. They only stop when the cost becomes too high. My daughter will never wait 23 years to send that invoice."